Parshas Devurim. This weekend says in the Parsha, "V'tapchem asher amartem lovaz yeh b'naichem asher yodi hayom toiveru hami yivo yishumu v'hem etnenu v'hem yidashiu." That your children that don't know between the good and bad, they will come to the land and I will let them in. And Hashem is saying toiveru. Where else do we see the concept of toiveru? We see that by the Eitz Hadas, when Hashem told Udam Rishon, you should not eat from the Eitz Hadas. Yedaya toiveru, that if someone eats from the Eitz Hadas, he starts to know what the difference between good and bad is. And we see here that Hashem referenced the same allusion to the children, that little children, they don't know between good and the bad. So what is this whole good and bad, and how can we explain it that it has to do with the Eitz Hadas and with little children? So as we see in our life, everything in our life can be interpreted as a good experience or a bad experience. It's what we decide. If we decide to resist it, we say we don't want it, then it becomes a bad experience. If we decide we're okay with it, it remains a good experience. What it says in the Parshas Bereshis, when Hashem created the world, it says, "V'hinai toiv ma'od," everything is good. Everything is good. And the entire concept of a person becoming angry or sad or in kas or all of that is after eating from the Eitz Hadas. After we ate from the Eitz Hadas with the medicine, what happened is we started building our own preference system of what we call bad and what we call good. So the bad is things that we resist, things that happen in our life that we cannot control, and we don't want it at all costs. We try to resist it, run away, push away, and try to manipulate the reality which Hashem sends to us. And we say, no, we don't want this. And we're fighting with it. And there is no way we're going to get out, because that's what's happening to us. And we still don't like it. And that causes people to go into extreme anger and depression and all of that. And then what is the good? Good means that we cling. When we have something we like, some experience, we cling to it too much. We go crazy over it, and then when we don't have it anymore, we try to pull it back into our experience. Think of it as a good vacation or a good piece of steak. We have these experiences, and we don't process it. We're like, okay, it was great, and now I can let go of it. We say the next day, I want to have it badly. I want to have it back. We start getting very attached to it. That's what it means, Yodaya Toiveru, and that's what happens when we ate from the Eitz Hadas. Now, little children don't have it yet. Little children don't have this knowledge between what's good and what's bad, because that is directly tied to the ego. The ego is the self-image and the self-preference system. The neshama has there's no level of difficulty. Everything is good and everything is an experience. Something is this experience, something is that experience, but there's no labels of what's good or what they like, what they don't like. It's all going from one experience to the other, just experiencing life. And that's why Hashem referenced that to little children. Asher lo yodi toiveru, like before the Eitz Hadas. You don't have your own preference system. Whatever comes into life, that's what's meant to be, and that's what you handle. And if it's something bad, you kind of handle it. If it's something good, you handle it. And you don't get attached to it. I hope this is going to help you bring in awareness, to have more emin and betochen, which that means that when we have some situation, we don't start kicking and screaming and completely resisting it. We do whatever we can to make a situation better. But if we see we cannot, that's when the test comes. If we still kick and scream, or if we surrender to Hashem's plans. That's what it means. Have an amazing, amazing week.